Andy, you're whack. And other criticisms that I receive over the years. Yes, I'm Andy, and this is Mindset Matters More, and I want to talk about it. So, this is like the fourth time that I am trying to record this because sometimes my shit is whack. Sometimes my podcasts are terrible. And I start rambling and I start choking on my own words. And I'm like, what's going on? It's because I'm trying to be inauthentic. I'm trying to give you a message that isn't really something that I'm trying to say, or say it in a way that isn't me. So yeah, this is how we're starting a fucking podcast because sometimes I am whack. And really, I want to talk about the criticisms that I've gotten over the years because truth be told, I am kind of a wuss and I cry over everything, but I do always take those criticisms and use them to fuel me to get to the next level. And like that's just something that I've always done. I've never let what other people say to me hold me back for more than a day. And maybe I'd be further along if I didn't let them hold me back at all. But I feel like my superpower is transforming those negative, sad, hurt feelings into fuel for the fire to for me to do shit, for me to accomplish things. And for me, that has been my superpower. I have been told that I should not be a coach. I've been told that I shouldn't bodybuild. I've been told that I'm too old to be a bodybuilder, that I'm a mom. Like, I've been told many things to distract me and to stop me from doing the things that I love. Yeah, that everybody gets them, even me, right? And there's two things, right? One, I always have to distinguish whether what the person is saying to me, where it's coming from. Is it a place of helping me? Is it a place of tearing me down? Is it a place of this fake protection that, like, oh, I'm not trying to see you be hurt, and that they're just projecting on me their own fears and insecurities? There's a lot to unpack there. But also, how do I receive that information myself? Am I blocking people from connecting with me and helping me get better? Typically, most of the criticism that I've ever gotten has been from people that don't know what they're talking about, don't know what they're doing in their own life, and I wouldn't even take advice from them over what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. So why would I let them make life decisions for me as big as, oh yeah, I'm no longer going to be a coach? That's just silly. And then the other thing is that the people who have given me criticism have been people that I have sought out to say, hey, look at this. What can you tell me is wrong with it? And obviously, they give me the information. So anytime I ask for feedback, it's genuinely because I want to see where I am lacking, where it is I can get better. And the thing is, I know a lot of the criticisms that are out there of me. I know them because I'm very self aware. And trying to incorporate that is where I am like struggling. I mean, I've talked about my anger on here, which I am working on still. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the other thing is, like, even in my business, it's okay, my content isn't landing with people. How can I get that better? Okay, I got a business coach. Business coach, hey, what do you think about this? And then he'll give me some feedback. He'll give me some pointers. He'll give me some action items. And I go and I execute and I see results. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was what was wrong. Now, you can take what people say to you and you can pass it through filters and either propel you to be better or sink your boat. Now, what do you want to do with yourself? The words that people say, they're just words. The the value that is on them, the impact, that's on you. You have to make sure that you are placing the appropriate value and context around those words. Now, there are people who are very close to me in proximity wise, right? That I probably talk to every single day that will say something that I know is coming from a very negative, very projective place. It's not something that is, coming at me. It might be coming from love, but it's mainly coming from their own insecurities. So, and I have to pass it through that filter every single time and think, okay, what are they really trying to say? What are they really trying to get out of this? And sometimes it comes from the people that you love, right? It comes from the people who, they spend time with you, quality time with you, but they just don't know how to deliver a message that isn't, free from bias, free from their own shit. And you have to pass through filters. Now, there are some people who will say, get rid of people who don't say anything good or blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to say the opposite. The people who are giving you healthy critiques of what's going on in your life, you need to embrace those motherfuckers more and be like, okay, tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you believe I can work on. Because a lot of that might be true. A lot of that might be like something worth more than just the words themselves. Again, it's all about discernment. It's about having this notion of like, okay, who is this person? What do they want? What do they have? And what can I use from their words? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you want to be better. You want to get to the next level. You want to, master whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it's, be free of your anger, whether it's a coaching business, whether it's losing weight, whether it's at the gym or your job or your kids or your family, whatever it is, there's always going to be somebody who has an opinion about what the fuck you do. So receiving that in such a way that you can place the value on it is important. It's an important skill. We never want to be able to have people say things to us and stop us dead in our tracks, change the course of our life with just their words. We don't want to give them that power. We don't want to be that kind of a person that we are so easily swayed by words. The words that people share with us are just that, words. You hold the value. They might hold the words, but you hold the value. So, what are some tips and tricks for doing that? First and foremost, prayer, meditation, journaling. You guys know that I'm big on those three. When somebody says something to me that evokes an emotion in me, whether it's, fear, whether it's, disappointment, whatever it is, I journal about it. And I journal about it in a very focused way that allows me to say, okay, how does this make me feel? Why does it make me feel like this? Who said it? Why do I think they said it? And I get to process it in that way. Then you meditate on it. You sit there and you think about it. You think, okay, let me think why this happened. Logically, let me follow through with the steps here. And then finally, it's the prayer portion. Now, some of you guys might not fucking pray, but for those of you that do, for me, this has worked. It has been, showing me what the universe actually has in store for me. Showing me what's beyond the words, the feelings, the emotion. Show me something that is worth more than all of that. And when you do those three things, you're on the other side of those words. When you do those three things, those words have no more power over you. They're already done. They're processed. It's gone. Do not sit in those negative emotions of what people criticize you with. Do not sit there for too long because you're wasting precious time and energy when you do that. So those are my tips and tricks to be able to process it. Now, I never do this, but I'm going to ask you guys, if you guys have any criticisms, if you have any feedback for me, go ahead and rate this podcast. Let me know. Tell me, hey, Andy, you're whack. Andy, you need to work on this shit because I want you guys to get something of benefit from it. And if you guys aren't, or there's something that I could be working on, I want to know about it. Now, I might cry about it for a little bit, so just bear with me while I try to incorporate your changes. Okay, love you guys. Bye.